My name is Jessica, and I'm from Yoga for Runners HQ. And today we're going to go through a free introductory class to the new program that Yoga for Runners HQ is going to launch at the end of the month. And basically, it's going to be a program with three live classes per week. One class is going to be on Mondays, which is going to be breath and balance. You're going to focus on breathing and learning how to expand your lung capacity and all the good details that will help you run better and also through your daily life as well. So on Wednesdays, we're going to have strong flows, and those could be a mix of fast or slow or both type of flows. And I'm going to be actually teaching those just for now. And then Friday, we have the recovery classes. So a more relaxed type of class. It can consist of maybe like a very soft flow, but mainly focused on holding the postures longer and really just recovering any parts of the body that needs some extra attention. And all of these classes are dedicated for you, so for runners, and they're also very beneficial, like I said, for your everyday life. You're going to ideally feel um, very open in the body and more fluid, more flexible, and also strong. So these classes are all going to be recorded, and they're part of the growing library that we have on Yoga Runners HQ for the members. So you're going to get this video along with some other videos and all the videos to come. You'll be able to come back and watch them and practice with us. So we're going to get started. In today's class, we're going to do a flow. And so it's going to have some yang, which is more active movements, and then some yin, so more passive movements towards the end. If anyone has any injuries that you need to be mindful of, then please just be aware and don't push yourself to a point where you feel overwhelmed. Um, if at any point you need to take a break, you can go into a child's pose, and I'll show you that in a second. Or you can just, relax and then pop back in whenever you want to. All right, so we're gonna start. We're gonna start laying on our backs with the soles of our feet together and our heels as close as possible towards our belly button. So on the floor, and you're going to lay down onto your back. Now, actually, if you do have blocks, yoga blocks, or big books, or a water bottle, that would be great in case you need to hold on to them whenever we go to some lunges. Also, if you need a strap or a belt, this is pretty long. You could use one that's about arm's length, and you can also use a towel. Hopefully your space is clear and there's not too many distractions or clutter around, so that you can practice and be in peace for the next hour. So we're going to start laying completely onto our back, soles of the feet together. You can close the eyes. And I'd like you to place your right hand onto your belly and your left hand onto your heart. Just relax the shoulders, relax the chin away from the chest, and allow the eyes to be heavy. Relax your eyebrows and your cheeks and your jaw. Bring your lips together and just start to focus on nostril breathing. So conscious breath through the nose. Take notice of the movement of your breath, the pace of your breath. Notice if it goes to your chest or to your belly or both. We want to focus on being aware of our breath and how it expands the body and really trying to get as much oxygen as we can within each inhale and exhale. So for the next inhale, I want you to direct the breath to your belly and notice the rise of that right hand. Keep breathing in and fill your rib cage. Notice the expansion there. Breathe in a little more and fill the heart center. Now the left hand rises. And hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale the belly. The ribs become smaller. And finally the chest relaxes. So that's one big conscious breath. Let's keep doing that a few times. So inhale belly, slowly. Ribs, chest. And let's hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale fully, let the belly button drop towards the spine. The rib cage becomes small and the chest and heart relaxes. Keep following this, so 3-part breath and hold at the end, and then exhale. 2 more rounds on your own. So with this breath, we're grounding. We're also finding a really relaxed state. When we breathe out through our nose very slowly, we activate our rest and digest system, bringing us back to the moment. One more breath. Remember to hold and exhale. Now together, let's take the same 3 breaths in, and we're going to exhale through the mouth. So inhale through the nose. Exhale fully through the mouth as loud as you want. 2 more times. Exhale, sigh. 1 more. Let everything go. Bring the lips together and just find your natural breath. Maybe you feel like you can breathe a little bit more deeper now. A little bit more aware of all the corners of your lungs, from the deepest core to all the way to the top. In today's practice, I really want us all to just let go of all expectations and really focus on the feeling of our body moving with our breath. So anytime you find your mind scattering to other things like a to-do list or something in the corner of the room, just come back to the breath, focus on the movement. Take your hands to the outside of your thighs and bring the knees together very slowly. Now walk the feet apart. Now your knees are going to be pressed together. Take an inhale here. Press the lower back into the mat. And on the exhale, drop the knees to the right-hand side very slowly. Inhale, lift the knees back up towards the sky. And then exhale, bring the knees to the left. Slowly and mindfully inhale, knees up. Exhale, sway the knees to the right. You're going to notice a sensation in the inner hips and the outer hips, the lower back as well. It's a really good release, this one. Inhale up, exhale to the left. Bring the knees all the way towards the chest and hug your shins with both hands. Squeeze the knees in, give yourself a hug. And now make sure you're pressing your lower back into the mat so you have a straight spine. Rock from left to right. This is your practice, your body. Wherever you are today is where you need to be. So let's put in the work together to transform and move into the better version of ourselves. Keep hugging that right knee really close. And inhale as you extend the left heel towards the sky. Flex the left toes towards the face. Exhale, extend that left leg all the way to the front of the mat, rested on the mat. Extend the right leg to the sky, hold on to the back of the right thigh. Make sure that right toe is flexed so the entire leg is engaged. And we're just going to move the foot from right to left. And you're definitely going to feel a stretch along strings, the calf muscles, and the IT band in this one. It's a really good one to open up that area and to also release the lower back. Now, if you have a strap, you can put it around the foot, or you can hold on to your pant leg, or hold on to your toe. You're going to breathe in, roll the right shoulder back towards the mat, and on the exhale, take that right foot all the way to the right. So you're opening the hips. Take that left hand and place it on the left hip bone, and press that hip down. Keep the gaze upwards, and let's stay here for 3 breaths. One, two, and 3. Breathe in, bring that foot back up to the sky. Now take the left hand, hold on to the outer edge of that right foot, so you're switching the hands. Take the right hand towards the earth, and then twist that foot all the way to the left-hand side. You can even bend the knee if you need to. It doesn't need to be straight. So let's stay here for 3. Keep looking upwards. 2. And 1. Cool. Bring that right knee back in towards the chest. Give it a squeeze. And you're going to release it forward as you bring that left knee in towards the chest. We're going to do the other side. Squeeze that knee in. Inhale, extend that left leg to the sky. Hold on to the back of the thighs. And let's move from left to right. So anytime you find yourself holding your breath, remind yourself to breathe. Ideally, you want to inhale for a count of 2 or 3, and you're going to exhale for a count of 2 or 3 as well. You can use that same breathing strategy for your running as well. Okay, now take your left hand, hold on to left peace fingers and thumb. Hold on to the left toe or the calf. You want to extend that leg up, breathe in. And on the exhale, take that left foot all the way to the left. Right hand presses on that right hip. And let's stay for 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Bring that foot back up to the sky, breathe in. And on the exhale, switch hands and twist. 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knee back in, give it a squeeze. And exhale, extend the leg all the way forward. Let's just give the legs a little shake as our body is in full length. Maybe the full body gets a shake as well. Bring the knees in towards the chest and start to rock from front to back, massaging the entire spine. Just a couple of times back and forth until you build that momentum. Finally, meet me in a seat. And from here, we're going to sit cross-legged. And if that is uncomfortable for you, you can place one foot over in front of the other, so you're not entirely stacking the legs. However, if we're here, let's inhale, reach the hands up towards the sky. And on the exhale, we're going to take the left hand to the outside of that right knee. Right hand goes back and you're going to twist. Make sure the shoulders are broad and away from the ears. Let's stay for 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center, reach the hands high, stretching the side body and ribs. And on the exhale, twist, the right hand touches the outside of that left knee, and left hand reaches back. As you inhale, we want to always lengthen the spine upwards, and on the exhales, we're going to see if we can get deeper into the posture by twisting. One more breath. Very good. Inhale, reach the hands up, interlace the fingers, and as you exhale, extend the palms up towards the sky. Now breathe in, extend a little higher. On the exhale, just slightly turn the body all the way to the right. Good. Inhale, come back, and exhale to the left. Okay. Drop the hands back towards the knees. And we're just going to get into our hips a little more. So I want you to extend the right foot all the way forward. And you're going to bring the left knee into the left elbow crease and the foot into the right elbow crease. And you're going to cradle your calf like a baby. And you're going to rock from right to left. So this is actually called Hindolasana in Sanskrit, which is also known as cradle pose. So we're working that hip joint. Go slow, be mindful. Now extend the foot, keep it bent, and I just want you to make these rotations with the ankle, the left ankle. Whoa, did you hear that pop? And now you're gonna switch it to the left, keep rotating. Sometimes our joints don't get enough juice, so these little movements can help hydrate the joints. Let's do the other side. So bring the right foot into the left elbow crease, right knee into the right elbow crease, and let's cradle. Keep the chest lifted. Let's try to always keep the spine tall. Okay, now hold on to that thigh and rotate the ankle in one direction. And change the direction. Very good. Come back to a cross-legged, hands onto the knees, and roll the shoulders back. We're going to inhale, lift the chin to the sky, and exhale, bring the chin down towards the chest. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, chin down. Inhale, chin to the left shoulder, look up. Exhale, swing the chin across the chest to the right shoulder. One more time, inhale all the way to the left. And exhale to the right, really stretching all sides of our neck. Come back to a neutral. And from here, literally just push the hands forward and come to all fours. So your hands are going to be underneath the shoulders. Open your fingers really wide and press all 10 fingers and knuckles into the mat. Knees under the hips, toes are tucked. We're going to move into our cat-cow, really adding fluidity and flexibility in the spine. Inhale, lift the tailbone up, arch the spine, suck the belly in, and roll the shoulders back as you look up or forward. On the exhale, start to round the spine, push your hands even more firmly into the mat, chin to chest. 3 more times. Inhale, arch. And exhale, round. Inhale, arch. And exhale, round. Let's do one more time on your own. Very good. On the next inhale, just neutralize the spine. And on the exhale, lift the hips up towards the sky. Keep the knees bent as you push your chest towards the thighs. Downward dog. So in our downward dog, keep the knees bent. Press your fingers into the mat as you push the mat away. Take the shoulders away from the ears. Keep lifting the hips up. You want to have a straight spine. And now just start to pedal your feet. One heel touches the mat at a time. The hips are swaying. We're making this movement as dynamic as possible. We don't want to be static. We want to get the whole body experience. You also feel a stretch in the back of your ankles, the arches of your foot, your toes. Notice the feelings. When you're ready, bring the feet together and start to tippy-toe your feet to the front of the mat. You can walk the feet to a straight line. You can bend the knees. Just get to the front of the mat safely. Feet behind the wrists. Let's hold on to opposite elbows. As you inhale, push your butt back, lengthen the spine. Then on the exhale, you're going to bring the ears in line with the upper arms and just dangle here for a couple of breaths. I like to sway from side to side and just imagine that I'm letting everything that doesn't serve me just flow out of my shoulders, my hands, the crown of my head. This is the time to let go of anything that you think that should be, could be, would be. Just let it all go. Now, take a breath in, and on your exhale, just extend the arms to the earth, let them fall down. And slowly you're going to rise your torso up towards the sky, dangling your hands and head like a rag doll. Inhale when you come back up, and exhale, just release. I want you to get acquainted with the weight of the three corners of your feet pressing down into the mat and noticing the rise of the entire body all the way to the crown of the head, letting the hands flutter down by your sides. And let's just take a deep breath here. Inhale. Exhale loudly through the mouth. We're going to start with some sun salutations to warm up the body. So rooting the feet underneath the hips. Engage the legs as you lift the kneecaps and the flesh of your thighs upwards. Tuck the belly in. Roll the shoulders back. Chin parallel to the earth. You're standing tall and strong in this pose. Inhale, reach the fingertips up towards the sky. And on the exhale, you're going to hinge at the hips, bring the hands down towards the earth. Bow the head, neck is long. Place the hands onto your shins. Push the legs and butt back. Inhale, lengthen the spine and crown of the head forward. Exhale, press the hands onto the mat and walk the right foot all the way back. Toes touch the mat. Left foot back, you're in a high plank. In our high plank, we're rounding the spine slightly. Inhale here. And exhale, you're going to bend the elbows back as they wrap around your ribs. You're going to Chaturanga Dandasana. So here you can press the knees onto the mat if you need to. And on the inhale, roll the toes, roll the shoulders back, and lift the chest forward, upward dog. On the exhale, lift the hips back up to the sky, plant your feet onto the mat, and you're in your downward dog now. We stay here for 2 breaths. Notice how your hands are pressed firmly into the mat, shoulders are away from the ears, and you keep decompressing the spine as you lift the hips up. One more breath. Bring the feet together, bend the knees. Look in between the palms and pick that sweet spot that you're going to hop or walk 2. Now, take a hop and inhale as you halfway lift again, so you're lengthening the spine, crown of the head. Exhale, fold deep into your forward fold. Inhale, hands towards the sky, bring the hands together in heart center as you exhale. Let's take a full breath in together, and a full breath out. Let's do that again. Round 2. Inhale, reach the hands up towards the sky. Exhale, fold down, make sure the back stays straight and you can bend the knees as much as you want. Inhale, you halfway lift, push the knees and thighs back. And exhale, hands to the mat. Left foot reaches back this time, then the right foot, and you're in your high plank. Looking strong. Inhale here, and on the exhale, bend the elbows back. Make sure your shoulders and hips are in one line. You're in a really low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Roll the shoulders back. Press the toes into the mat. On the exhale, lift the hips back, up, downward dog. I invite you to pedal the feet whenever you need to. This is your practice, your space, your body. Take another breath here. Bring the feet together. Bend the knees, look forward, and walk or hop back to the front of the mat. Inhale as you halfway lift. Maybe you want to bring the hands and arms to be in line with the ears for a little bit more intensity. And exhale, fold. Inhale, hands reach up towards the sky, body is tall and confident. Exhale, hands to heart center. And relax the hands to the sides. So we're going to do that one more time with the breath. A little bit more quickly. So root the feet into the mat. Press the toes together. Thighs are hugging in towards each other. The whole body is strong. Let's take a full breath in together. And a full breath out through the nose. Let's go again. Inhale, hands reach towards the sky. Exhale, hands towards the earth. Inhale, lengthen the spine, making a flat back. And exhale, hands to the mat. Walk the right foot back and the left foot back, high plank. Breathe in. And on the exhale, hover back, you got this. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Very good. Pedal the feet. Keep pressing the knuckles and hands into the mat. We do this to keep protecting the wrists and also engaging the entire arm and shoulder muscles. One more breath here. Find stillness in your downward dog. Let's bend the knees, look in between the hands, and take a gentle hop in between the hands, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. A big inhale as you swing the hands up, palms together, and exhale, hands to heart center. Very good. Bring the hands to the sides of your thighs, and I want you to walk your feet so that they're right underneath the hip bones. Now, from here, take an inhale as you reach the hands up so they're in line with the ears, palms facing each other. On the exhale, sit the butt back as if you're sitting into a chair. Knees stay above the ankles. Sit as low as you can. We're going to stay in our Utkatasana, which is chair pose, for 3. Tuck the belly in. 2. Tailbone goes down. And 1. Let's stay here for one more breath. Inhale. And on the exhale, swing the hands back, rest the belly onto the thighs. Head down. Inhale, back to your chair pose. The legs should be burning now. Exhale, hands back, chest to thighs. One more time. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands to thighs. Now bring your hands up and let's see if we can go onto our toes. This is a bit, I just add a little bit more challenge here. Come onto your toes into your chair pose. Let's stay for 3. You got this, 2. And 1, breathe in. And exhale, fold, relax. Very good. Give the legs a little shake. Press the fingertips into the mat. Let's inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Now on this inhale, reach the hands up as you bring the right knee in towards the chest. Hug the knee as you exhale, like we did when we were laying down. Breathe in. And on the exhale, you're going to take that right foot all the way back, hands forward, and reach the right toe all the way to the back of the mat. Inhale, hands up. You're in your runner's lunge now. Exhale, get deeper into the lunge as you bend into that front knee. Keep pressing the feet into the mat. Make sure that left ankle is in line with the left knee. Hips are square to the front, and you're lifting the side body up. Let's stretch the intercostal muscles in our ribs. 1 more breath. Inhale up, hands up. And on the exhale, bring the hands towards the mat, straighten the front foot. Both legs are straight now. Bring the right hip forward slightly. And let's look forward. Inhale, straighten the back. And on the exhale, fold, bringing the chest down towards that knee, left knee. And let's stay in this pyramid pose for 3, 2, breathe, and 1. Bend into the front knee. Take a breath in as you plant the right hand into the mat. And on the exhale, bring the left hand up towards the sky to an easy twist. Imagine somebody's lifting your left hand up. So your arms are in one line and you're not putting too much pressure on that right shoulder. Option to press that right knee down onto the mat if you cannot stay up for today. However, I do invite you to activate that back leg by pressing the back toes into the mat as strongly as you can. 1 more breath. And on the exhale, place the left hand down. Kick the left leg up towards the sky for a 3-legged downward dog. Now finally, bring that left foot to meet the right. Pedal your feet. Let's take a breath in and out. Bend the knees, gaze forward, hop. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, swing the hands up as you bring the left knee in towards the chest. We're doing the other side. Exhale, squeeze that left knee in. Try to find balance here as you rest into that right foot. 1 big breath in. And on the exhale, kick that left foot back, extend the hands forward. A mini warrior 3. And let's take that left toe all the way back to the back of the mat. Inhale, reach the hands up towards the sky. Exhale, 90 degree with that right knee. High lunge. Make sure you're not sticking the ribs too out. We don't want an arch in the spine. We want to keep the ribs in, hug the inner thighs together, and notice that strength in your inner legs. 1 more breath. Inhale to extend the hands up a little higher. And on the exhale, bring the hands towards the mat and straighten that front leg. Inhale, lengthen the chest forward. And then exhale, let's see how deep we can go. Maybe you want to try to kiss your shin. That's what my guru used to always tell me, kiss your shins, and all these postures. Let's do one more breath. Really feeling it in the side of my legs, the hamstrings. This is a really good stretch. Now from here, bend into that front knee. Inhale as you root the left hand into the earth. And exhale, take that right hand up towards the sun. And let's stay for 3, 2. Keep engaging that core, the legs, the arms, chest up. And 1, right hand touches the mat. Inhale, kick that right foot up to the sky, 3-legged dog. Keep pushing your chest towards that left thigh. And exhale, right foot meets the left. Let's pedal the dog. Beautiful. Bend the knees, gaze forward, and inhale as you jump, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, hands up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center and to the sides. Walk the feet so that they are hip width apart. We're going to focus on some balancing poses that will really help us with our stability. So root the 3 corners of that left foot into the mat. Bend the knees slightly. And you're going to lift the right knee up towards the chest, take a breath in. And on the exhale, take the right ankle above the left knee, so onto the thigh. Hands together, let's inhale, we're still lifted slightly. And on the exhale, sit into this 1-legged chair. So remember, the butt is back and the tailbone is tucked towards the mat. Pick a point in front of you on the floor so you have balance. Find your breath. Focus on the now. By focusing on every feeling of this posture, every muscle that's working, every joint that is opening. Let's do one more breath. Very good. Inhale, lift all the way back up. And on the exhale, you're going to hold on to the right ankle as you bring the right heel towards the glute. And just get into this nice quad stretch. You can take your hand onto the left hip. Remember, we're focusing on balance. Keep pressing that heel into the right butt cheek, into the glute. And notice the entire stretch on the quads. One more breath. Let's release that right foot together. Take the right outer foot to the outside of the left outer foot. So you're going to be crossing the legs. Now from here, inhale, reach the hands up. And on the exhale, fold. You can bend that front knee and just really dive into the inner right groin and the right side of the leg. One more breath. Walk the hands slightly forward. Let's open the hips a little more. Inhale, reach the right leg up towards the sky into a standing split, or you can go into an L shape. So you have the options here. Now, bend that left knee as much as you need to if you can't reach the floor, or you can use a block and place your hands on that block. Let's stay for another breath. Good. Bring the right foot to meet the left. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold. Breathe in, reach the hands towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Hands to the sides. Let's take a breath, close the eyes, and just notice how the right side of our body feels. Maybe it feels more grounded, more strong, more stable. Maybe we feel more connected to that right side of the body. You're all doing a great job by being here today and showing up to your practice. Let's do the other leg. Inhale, reach the left knee up towards the chest. And on the exhale, externally rotate that thigh as you bring the left ankle above the right knee. Flex the left toes and bring that left knee back. Bring the hands to heart center. Let's breathe in here. And on the exhale, sit the glutes back behind you. You need to make sure you can see your front right toes. We're going to stay here in our figure 4 for 3, 2, I recommend to stop thinking and just focus on that feeling, that left glute. Good job. Inhale, come back up. Bring the left heel towards the left glute and hold on to that left ankle and squeeze as close as you can as you breathe out. 2 more breaths here. Good. Now release that foot to the outside of that right outer foot. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, fold. Bend the right knee. Push the butt back. Two more breaths. Inhale. The longer we breathe, the more oxygen we get to the body. That's why we really recommend long inhales and exhales. Reach the hands forward, and you're going to inhale as you kick that left leg up towards the sky. Bring the chest in towards that right kneecap. And let's stay for 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lower that left foot to meet the right. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold. Breathe in, reach the hands up, palms together. Push the hips forward as you do a slight back bend, look up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Take the feet hip width apart. Moving into our Padangusthasana. Really working the back of the legs, the glutes, and the back, lower back. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, bend the knees as you take your peace fingers and thumb to hold on to your toes. Now you're going to inhale, halfway lift here. Keep pressing your big toes into your fingers and your fingers into your toes so you create that strength. On the exhale, fold deeper, bend the elbows to the sides. Then look in between the legs towards the back of the wall. You can bend the knees. We're going to stay here for 3 breaths, so straighten the knees as much as you want to with every exhale. One more breath. Very good. Take the fingers onto the mat. Walk the feet further apart, just a little bit more than the hips. Toes out, heels in. And let's slowly hover the hips over the mat, knees apart. I'm going to turn around so you can see me. So we're in our squat, our yogi squat. So here our tailbone is also curving down in towards the mat. Palms together, elbows pushing the knees apart as we open the pelvic floor, the groin, and our lovely hips. At the same time, shoulders are rolled back. The spine is super long. Let's close our eyes, bringing the palms together, finding this connection and sense of stillness here. Breathe. One more breath here. Now from here, I want you to push the hands forward, and you're going to slowly lower the glutes onto the mat. Turn back around. Bring the knees together. Bring the toes up, and you're going to keep the knees bent as you extend the arms towards the toes with palms facing each other. Now you might notice your back might automatically round. Instead, you want to lift the chest up, push the butt back, so you're doing an anterior tilt of the hips. So you have your core also engaged. This is Navasana boat pose. We're really focusing on the core, on keeping those knees and legs together to keep the legs strong as well. Let's take a breath here as we bring in the knees towards our chest. And on the exhale, extend the legs forward, bring the shoulders back as if you're about to lay down, but don't do it. Inhale, bring the knees back in. We're going to do that 3 more times. Exhale, lower. This is Ardha Navasana, half boat. Inhale, knees towards the chest. Exhale and extend. Inhale, knees towards the chest. I think maybe we're starting to feel a little burn in the belly. Let's do one more. Inhale, extend all the way. Keep the knees together, core tight. And inhale, bring the knees in towards the chest. Very good. Hold on to the outer edges of your feet. And maybe you can make them straight up. You can kick them straight up or keep them bent. Roll the shoulders back, and we're just going to stay here for 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring the feet onto the mat, and you're going to roll yourself forward. Go back into a high plank. Inhale here, round the spine, and exhale, hover over the mat. Inhale, upward dog, and exhale, downward dog. Place the forearms onto the mat, interlace the fingers, and bring one pinky finger in so that you have a flat outer hand onto that mat. The elbows are hugging in towards each other, but they're pressed underneath the shoulders. So you have this good alignment. I want you to start to walk your feet towards the face. The head is lifted. This is our dolphin pose. It's a good inversion to get the blood going towards the head and cleaning up the lymphatic system as the body turns upside down. Let's stay for 3, 2, and 1. Walk the feet all the way back to your forearm plank. And let's look at our fingers. Press the elbows into the mat. We're now on our forearm plank, working the core, working a sweat, feeling a transformation in the body. Let's stay for 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knees in towards the elbows. And you're going to sit onto your heels, palms into your lap. Roll the shoulders back, close the eyes. This feeling you have now, whether it's some sweat or some heat, or noticing the breath a little more clearer, all these signs are signs that you are alive and here. So find gratitude in your movement and in your body as it plays on this yoga mat today. Let's bring the hands forward, meet me in all fours. Take the right leg, I'll show you from this side. Take the right leg and cross it over the left, and then walk the feet apart. And then you're going to sit the glutes in between the space of your feet. If you need to, you can take a block and sit on the block or a cushion so that your hips are aligned to the center and not one butt cheek is lifted. Okay, this is Gomukhasana, cow face. So we're getting in the hips here, as you may feel. So let's just sink into that. If you feel a little bit of discomfort, I advise you just to breathe into it. Open up that space with your breath. It can work. And wait a few seconds before thinking, oh no, I can't do this. You can do this. Your body can do this. You're here. If you do have injuries, then of course, don't do this and just get into a child's pose. Now, let's take the right hand underneath the left, interlace the hands. So you're crossing the elbows and the fingers are pointing, thumbs are pointing towards your third eye. And from here, we're going to inhale, lift the elbows up, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, bring the elbows towards the belly button, just curve the spine, and we stay for 3, 2, and 1. Release. Let's give our arms a little shake to the sides. And now from here, take your hands towards the left. We're going to do a little fun transition. So take your hands towards the left, press them onto the mat. And you're going to lift the butt up towards the sky as you twist the butt. Now you're going to be looking at my butt through the camera, but let's not do that. So you're going to be twisted and you're going to be in a wide fold. And we're going to breathe here for just 3, 2, and 1. Now, walk the hands, feet stay where they are. Walk the hands all the way to the left, and you're going to bend the knees and try to sit back into a space between your legs. You're doing the other side now. Hope you guys all got it. I can see one camera, and I think you're seated. Yes, you're there, right? Great. All right, so sit the glutes into that space. Bring the hands out to the sides. Left arm is now going to go under the right, and you're going to press the palms together, fingers up, and thumbs are towards the middle of your eyebrows. Inhale, elbows up towards the sky, shoulders back. And exhale, you're going to curve the spine, close the eyes, neck is long, relax. Let's stay for 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Come back up, give the arms a shake. Arms, shoulders, shimmy. Meet me back into all fours. And we're going to inhale to a cow. So arch the spine, roll the shoulders back, and exhale to a cat. One more time. Inhale, cat. And exhale, cat. Find your way all the way to your belly. Interlace the hands behind you. Press the palms together. Now I want you to walk your feet all the way to the back. Press your hips into the mat. And on the inhale, push your hands back as if they're about to reach towards your heels, but palms are pressed. Look forward, shoulders away from the ears. This is a really great pose to strengthen and tone the entire backside of the body. So keep lifting the chest up and forward. One more breath. Very good. Release the arms. Bring the heels towards the glutes and just sway the knees and legs from left to right. Let's get into a deeper back bend by bringing the heels towards the glutes. Hold on to the outer edges of your ankles or feet. And from here, inhale as you kick as much as you can that foot into your hands. Notice how your chest lifts. Look forward. This is our Dhanurasana, bow pose. Breathe for 3. You got this. Keep pushing those feet into the hands. 2. And 1. Lower all the way down. Very good. Tuck the toes. Press the hands into the mat under the shoulders. And let's inhale ourselves back to all fours. And exhale, child's pose. Child's pose, knees can be apart. Forehead is rested onto the mat. Release all the pressure, come back to the breath. Okay, the next inhale, lift the shoulders above the wrist, and then on your exhale, you're going to walk your knees towards the front of the mat and bring the feet back into your Baddha Konasana. So bound angle, feet together, soles of the feet towards the groin. Hold on to the toes with your fingers and make like clasping around them. And you're just going to flap the knees up and down. These nice little pulses really get in and around the hip joints. They also open the pelvic floor. Hip joint and the pelvis are usually really tight after sitting and running and all that, so it's really good. Okay, now from here, extend the legs all the way forward. Bring up the flesh from underneath the glutes so your hips, so your sitting bones are rooted down to the earth. Flex the toes up. Let's inhale, reach up with a straight spine. And exhale, fold. Bring the hands onto the shins. On the inhale, traction the shins back. So you're going to press the hands into the shins, pull them back, and roll the chest forward. Straight spine. On the exhale, see how far you can hinge a little more. Keep looking forward. Try not to round the spine. One more breath. You can even lengthen on the inhale and deepen on the exhale. Beautiful. Come back up. Slide all the way to your back. And you're going to bring in the knees towards the chest. Sway from side to side. Now from here, take the knees all the way to the right. And breathe here. We only have a few more minutes left. So let's just relax. The clock did hit 1 hour, but we did start around 7 minutes late. So let's just make use of those minutes. But if you have to go, I understand. Just relax with every exhale. Activate that calming sensation along the entire body. One more good breath here. Breathe in as you bring the knees back in towards the chest. And on the exhale, bring the knees towards the left. Rotate the ribs and your gaze towards the right shoulder. Notice where in the body you feel like you're holding a last bit of tension that you want to let go. Maybe something you want to breathe into. Take your breath there. Okay, bring the knees back in toward the chest, breathe in. And on the exhale, extend the legs all the way forward. Open the feet like a book. Just let them gently open to the sides. Roll the shoulders down towards the hips. Press your lower back into the mat. Make sure the palms are lifted up towards the sky. Chin is lifted, and you're completely relaxed. This is our last pose. It's Shavasana, corpse pose. So here we're really just finding equilibrium in the body, reflecting on our practice, feeling into the different sensations along every part, every inch of our body. So let's sit in stillness for the next 5 minutes. Close eyes and just focus on the breath. Slowly start to deepen the breath. Keep the eyes closed. Filling the belly as you inhale and allowing it to relax as you exhale. Send the breath all throughout the body as you start to awaken the body. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, sway the head from side to side. Keeping the eyes closed until we end the practice, let's bring in the knees towards the chest. Make the tightest ball you can, giving yourself gratitude and love for your practice. Now, when you're ready, you can roll over to the right-hand side. Press your left hand into the mat, and you can lift yourself back up to a seat. Keep the eyes closed just for a moment. Roll the shoulders back, find a tall spine. Maybe you can move the neck from side to side or the head from side to side. Anything that feels good. And together, let's again take 3 full breaths, sending the breath all along the body, any area we feel or where we feel open. Let's just expand that across the body. So inhale together, breathing in belly, ribs, chest. And exhale through the mouth. Wonderful. 2 more times. And 1 more time. Very good. Now, if you're in a seat, bring the palms together and just bow the head down towards your fingertips. Send gratitude to your body and to yourself and to your mind for giving yourself this time to practice. And we from Yoga for Runners HQ really are happy that you're joined us today and hope to see you again when the program launches. So namaste and thank you so much.